I think, it's a catch-all term for taking the data and information that we know about a person all the way to understanding and relating to and identifying that person, to actually being able to engage that person and change the course of their health care.
And for a health consumer today, while we have more apps and more devices and more coaches, the fact of the matter is healthcare is noisy. It's complex, it's confusing, and it's costly. And so we have to think about digital in terms of how do we use digital assets to make it easier for people to stay healthy.
How do you leverage that information in the most effective way to gain downstream business value, to interact with your customers? Because a lot of times when you think about data, if you just give people data, they can't do a whole lot with it. But if you take that data in a context and give it to them where they can gain insight from it and they can take action on it and they can build a solution.
I think data liquidity is getting the information to the right person at the right time. We have lots of information in healthcare, and all of it is locked away in vaults and paper and other storage mechanisms that it's rarely available to the people that need it and the time that they need it in. So the question that comes to my mind is, how do we make that happen? How do we make data more liquid so that it's available in real time to the people that need it?
I think liquidity in part means monetizing. In order to monetize it or use it in business, the data has to have a purpose and has to come out of the various silos and merge with other data sets and become increasingly more valuable.
I think right now our biggest opportunity for digital integration is doing more texting and interactive applications within the texting. So instead of calling them and making an appointment to meet with one of our pharmacists, schedule an appointment through the app. This technology that's available today. I also think that over time, not today, but telehealth will also be another wave of digital transformation. Some of the regulatory reforms that are happening with telehealth will allow us to do a face-to-face interaction.
To me, data liquidity in this context is the fact that it's seamless in the sense of I don't have to be a data scientist to understand how to use data to advance my business or my application of this in healthcare. In other words, the data that lives with me, associated with me about my healthcare should be seamlessly integrated with the data around my demographics and my family and where I live and how I behave with my fitness and my diet regimen and things like that.
My genes are there. Unless I have a cancer and a mutation, my genes aren't going to change. So now it changes the conversation to be what's happening in the real world over time and how are my genes creating different risk for the propensity of different ailments, and can I take preventive action beforehand, and or can doctors, providers and payers think about different treatments for me ahead of time?